Hello, my name is Neal McKinney. I am the Graduate Research Associate for the Office of Equity, Diversity, and Global Engagement in the College of Education and Human Ecology. Today, I am with Kaira Mack as we commemorate International Education Week, which is designed to celebrate and commemorate the importance of and celebration of world cultures. So, to begin, we'll ask Kyra to just introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about your background, your academics, what you're studying, and then we will keep asking a few more questions.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Kaira Mack. I am a third-year undergraduate student in the College of Arts and Sciences. I am currently a psychology major with minors in public health and the arts and environment, economy, development, and sustainability. I also am pursuing a certificate in intercultural competency through the College of Arts and Sciences as well. So that's a little bit about me. I'm also from Philadelphia, PA as well.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing all that. You are booked and busy, that's for sure. But yeah, we would just love for you to tell us about the global programs through EHE that you participated in during your time at Ohio State. How did you find these programs and what made you want to pursue them?
Yeah, of course. So my freshman year, I got involved in the virtual student activist global seminar, and that focus was on the racial justice in South Africa and the United States. Due to COVID, it was online, but I think I happened to come across it in my email one day, and I figured like this would be a great way to get involved and also pursue my higher education in a non-traditional sense. So that's why I decided to pursue that program. It was really great because I got the opportunity to hear from students in South Africa. Even though it wasn't in person, I still had the opportunity to hear these different perspectives and hold conversations about something that normally I wouldn't really have the opportunity to study on my track pursuing a psychology degree. So that was really important to me. And also kickstarted my interest in global education as well. In the following year, I had the opportunity to attend the Mundo Multicultural Histories and Legacy of Rome, Classics, Colosseums, and Cathedrals. And that was an amazing experience as well. I had that opportunity to attend that in Rome, Italy during spring break for the full week. So I got a drastic shift from virtual to in person. And it was really amazing seeing as all the COVID things kind of cleared up and all the restrictions. We had a little more freedom. And then this year, continuing on, I'll be pursuing the multicultural histories and legacies of the United Kingdom. And that's like a kind of continual of that program. And I'll be returning as a co-instructor.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, so tell us about the impact that these programs have had on your personal academic and perhaps professional career at Ohio State and beyond.
I would say the most influential factor of my decision to study abroad was just my interest in social change. So I was really passionate about like cross-cultural initiatives and activism. And I thought all of these trips were like the perfect opportunity to gain intersectional perspectives and kind of put myself in opportunities that really wouldn't come to me on a traditional, just pursuing my traditional psychology undergraduate degree. So, so far participating in these programs, it's just been like eye-opening just because they're not traditional and I'm not in a classroom setting. So I really challenged myself to think outside of the box and kind of have a more hands-on learning experience, which is something that I really wanted to gain. So I think these opportunities have given me kind of insight into what's happening like in a non-classroom setting and outside of academics, and the opportunity to apply these things that I'm learning in a real world experience. So I think I've learned a lot about myself and my interests outside of academics as well as in them, and just using the concepts of social change, which I learned in my multicultural course, and applying that to my involvement in student orgs on campus and also my academics as well. So I think I have a more intersectional viewpoint, and I apply that into my studies.
Wonderful, amazing. So yeah, so you mentioned earlier that you're participating in your third EHE global program in the spring as a student co-instructor. sincerely congratulations on that. That's amazing. So can you tell us a little bit more about your role in this program and what made you decide to pursue a third global program?
Well, thank you for the congratulations. And I decided to pursue this program just because of my past involvement in the multicultural Rome program. I thought it was such a great opportunity, just especially because I never thought in my undergraduate career that I'd be studying abroad. Just financially, it just didn't seem feasible or possible in any sense. And all of that was like debunked. And I really wanted to share the opportunity with other students who probably came in with the same misconceptions as I did, and also just the opportunity to learn in the same ways that I learned. I thought it was just such a valuable experience, and I wanted to allow students to experience that as well. I also wanted to be a co-instructor because I wanted to provide students with that same feeling that I got when I was in that classroom setting, learning about social change and leadership, engage students in the conversations that we had, and kind of present something new, being someone that was participated in the program in the past and also had the opportunities to study abroad. So if I could alleviate any feelings of uncertainty, anxiety, I think that'd just be great. That would just be great. And then also just be a helping hand in any way that I can. Because like I said, I never thought that in a million years that I would participate in any study abroad program whatsoever. So if I can help students, do the same thing that I did, who are thinking the same, that'd be awesome to me. So that's kind of why I decided to pursue being a co-instructor and also pursuing more programs in the future.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yes, that's amazing. So kind of segueing into kind of what you talked about just before this is, why should students pursue global opportunities at Ohio State?
I think students should pursue global education programs at Ohio State. I thought from my experience that I was able to enhance my awareness and understanding of cultures different from my own. I don't think that if I did not go on these programs, I would have such what's the word, eye-opening or cohesive like understanding of things happening around me, especially on a global context. I think being like in hands-on settings and just learning from people directly, I was able to learn about international issues and things in a way that I wouldn't really before. So I think students should consider applying for global education programs just because it's such an empowering experience and an opportunity to learn in a non-traditional setting outside of the classroom. I left the programs with like a deeper feeling of self-confidence and independence. And I think for other students, it will also do the same. So if anyone's interested in learning more about themselves, I would strongly encourage them applying. And then also like asking the global education specialists in the department about how they can get involved. Just simple conversations, asking questions, sending emails is a great way to like learn more about things that you don't think are possible. So that's why I would encourage students to apply to global education programs. They're a lot more accessible than we think.
Amazing. That's a great answer. Thank you for all that information. Yeah. So you kind of touched on the sense of empowerment and independence that you gained out of the experience. And so I'm curious to ask, what advice you might give to a student who is unsure about pursuing global opportunities at Ohio State based on kind of some of that reflection.
If I had any advice to give, I would say, again, just like reaching out to global education specialists. I feel that they're so helpful and also insightful. They understand our anxiety and just uncertainty about the process, and will be able to answer any questions that you may have. I felt that just by asking questions, sending simple emails, I was able to pursue my programs with confidence and just ease. I feel like a lot of the misconceptions that I had were quickly debunked as soon as I asked any questions at all. So I would encourage students to just ask questions. There's so many friendly faces around, people that are willing to help and are excited to present these opportunities to students. So just ask questions and everything should work out fine.
Great, thank you so much. So we have one last question to ask you, which is what does International Education Week mean to you? And following on to that, why is international education important?
Could you repeat the last question?
Yes, sure. Why is international education important?
Okay. Well, International Education Week is really significant to me because of all the opportunities I've had to be exposed to global like education and just international experiences during my time at Ohio State that I didn't think were possible. For me, it's a time to reflect on my past experiences and just ways that I can provide these experiences and the same amazing opportunities that I've had to other people. I think it's a great chance for me to learn about myself and my past experiences, but also engage in more international learning opportunities and create more lifelong experiences during my academic career. So I think it's just a great time for me to reflect on like my past experience, but also my future experiences, and not really limited to what I've done in the past, but what I also can do in the future, and applying that in my academics, my professional career, and outside of that as well. Um, I think global education is important. Or wait, could you repeat the last question again? I know I asked that like 3 times.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Why is international education important?
Oh, yeah. And then going along with that, international education is important just because, again, it provides students with perspective they wouldn't have in a really traditional classroom setting or a traditional pursuit of that education, especially if it's not related to um, concepts like considering global awareness and things like that. So I think international education is important just because it gives you the opportunity to step outside of your comfort zone and also learn about those that you don't have the chance to connect with on a daily basis. I think those perspectives are always important, even though you won't really hear them every day. It's always important to consider those around you, even when they're not exactly physically right beside you. It's always important to have those concepts and perspectives and ideas in mind when you're doing basically anything. I think it's applicable anytime, anywhere, and it will allow you to have a well-rounded experience here at Ohio State and also further in your professional or academic or personal endeavors. So that's why I think education is important, especially
Yeah,
on an international context.
amazing. Thank you so much, Kyra. This has been so helpful. And yeah, we thank you for your time and sharing these perspectives with us. And we wish everyone a happy International Education Week.